All right. Thank you for joining. Today I wanted to go over Palantir, PLTR. As you can see on the chart, we broke out of this massive downtrend, breaking the trend line. And this downtrend, you can say, has been going on since roughly October 28th. So since last year, the end of last year, a little over 6 months, we've been just in a downtrend. So very long time. And we finally broken out of that 6-month downtrend, right? After that breakout, we impulsed higher over the last few days, hitting the 50% mark of that retracement. Took the liquidity out of this high, and we've retraced just a little bit. With that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if we come back down to maybe this 140 area before getting another pump to the upside. But based on how this is looking, if we keep this bullish continuation, then I would be targeting all-time highs for Palantir. That's definitely the next major target for me. We're looking at this on the 5-day. Let's go ahead and look at the weekly. As you can see, this week we're already selling off. But overall, in my opinion, this is a very good sign. We found a bottom. It looks pretty bullish. Impulse higher. Has a shift in market structure. And it might take a few weeks to play out, but I think in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we should be pushing past 175 as long as the bullish continuation continues, right? We could go ahead and dive into the daily chart so you can get a better look. And you can see the past few days, pumped to the upside. Now we're selling off. A lot of times when you get these breakouts, a retest is usually likely before we get a move to the upside. So it is something to keep in mind for Palantir. You can also see we are in this massive range, right? So from this low around $60 all the way up to 207. That is pretty much a range, right? But we did have one range around here up to 125, which we grinded and broke out of. And since then, we have made another range, right? So the new range is from that 125 to around $207 area. So when you look at it this way, it's just easier to keep in mind and to get an idea of where you are in terms of discount and premium. In the overall range, we are technically trading in the premium, but in the upper range, we are trading in a discount, which is going to be in this lower half of the top box, right? Now we've moved to the premium off that top box, right? Or lower half. So yes, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a little bit of a move to the downside to touch the discount area of the lower half, right? Which comes in here roughly at 145. So this 145 area is looking like a very interesting area to consider, in my opinion, loading up to go long once again, right? Not much structure until you get down to 139, 138, but I would definitely expect some sort of a reaction around this 146 area, right? It just looks like a solid area to consider going long, in my opinion, after getting this bullish move to the upside, right? So it's just been lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and finally got that breakout. So good sign to see here for Palantir. We need to hold this 140 area. If we start trading back below 138, that's not a good sign. We might seek lower prices, and yeah, lower prices can potentially mean right below $100. Worst case scenario, right around $64. But I don't really see Palantir getting that low. But obviously anything can happen. But for right now, we're going to keep an eye on this bullish push to the upside. Marking out our areas. And we're going to keep an eye on this 146 area for sure, right? 4-hour demand zone right here too as well. So definitely something to keep in mind, right? And we're just going to see how this plays out over the next few days. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Palantir. If we end up getting along, I will be targeting the all-time highs. But realistically, if we want to take it level by level, then the next realistic target would be these previous highs. Then this golden pocket around 175, and then of course 200 psychological level, right? Which it lines up with this liquidity, which is right here, right? So that's a very nice high. Liquidity comes in at 198.87. So yeah, keep those levels in mind, write it down, plan your trade your plan. This is not financial advice, like always. And I am personally looking at this 146 area to load up and to go long once again, right? This 146 looks very nice. 4-hour demand, impulse to the upside, rejection, came back down. Looking to target that area, this demand zone. Hopefully it holds, which also lines up with this discount 50%. And yeah, if we get that nice reaction at that level, I'll be targeting the 164s all the way up to 200s once again. Right, so let's just see how this all plays out. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe, and until next time, take care.